afternoon, YouTubers. Julie and I are going to take the T-Dub for a little spin through Tecopa. We might head out to some of the local mines there and see if we can locate an unnamed prospect that I've noticed on the map and have been curious about. So let's go see if we can find that. We got to go down the highway for about maybe 10 miles, and then we're going to go across the dirt for about another 5 miles, and we'll be where we're trying to get to. Here's the wonderful town of Shoshone. There's the crowbar. Well, the little thumper reached the end of the road for now. We got to go up a sandy wash. So we're going to walk it from here. We got about a half mile to our potential destination, if we're understanding our map correctly. So let's go on foot and see what we find. Here's the start of the road when it comes out of the wash. Hopefully this leads us to the area that we're interested in. Well, after a relatively short walk, we've come upon a large waste rock pile here and a tank. And there's another smaller waste pile up the hill. That's quite a ways up there. And then there's another smaller one up above this big one. Well, let's go check out what's behind this big pile first. See what's behind door number 1. There's an incline shaft here. Doesn't look terrible. A lot of cable still around. Looks like it goes away. Yeah, it goes a fair distance. Well, just a short ways down the incline, you see some stope to the right, pretty good sized stope. The incline's in great shape. Not super steep. I'm down the first part of the incline. It comes to an area where it looks like it goes up into a level. It's dusty, it's real powdery dust here. So the less you can disturb it, the better. Oh, this is a dead end. No timbering yet. There were some beautiful rocks outside of this in that waste pile. So I'm guessing it's an interesting vein. You want to go ahead? Let Julie lead the way. Here's the vein on the right here. Looks like there's some quartz, and here's a big slab on my left. No timbering, is there? I thought there may be a shaft because there was a working up above here that I noticed. I mean a chute or a shaft to connect that upper part to here. There's a minor collapse here. Another little collapse. We've reached the end. Pretty narrow right here at the end. Interesting enough though, I guess, to make it fun. Beautiful rocks outside of this. Here's a little side cut. It's like there's a little bit of everything in here, mineral wise. Green, blue. So this is kind of a strange little opening here. It only goes about 15 feet, but there is a ladder going on the floor like it was spanning something. And you can see this wall is pretty well built up. I have a hard time believing this is a road. It could have been a tram of some sort, because they spent some time building that wall for something. This is looking back down behind me. Julie's lagged behind for a minute. This looks like it's an open stope right here to me. Maybe an incline going down. There's a big wall right above me of rock. I'm going to have to go up the extra 40 feet above me to see what that's all about. I haven't been over to the stope yet. I didn't cross the waste rock because it's really slippery. But depending on what I find up top here, I'll probably have to go look at that. This is looking back towards Tecopa. In the distance is Telescope Peak with the snow on it, other side of Death Valley. Well, there's a big open shaft here, or an open stope, that is pretty steep to climb down. You could get down about the first 20 feet, but then after that it goes straight down. And this is on top of this wall. And we're above this other open stope that I believe is right there where that timbering is. And the main part down there is by those other waste piles. Well, there's a mess of timbers here. Not exactly sure why. There's a piece of ladder here, but it doesn't go very far. And either it's collapsed in or it's something else. It does look a little open over this way though. Let me climb down here, I'll turn the camera back on. Well, to the right there didn't go anywhere. I'm wondering if this isn't collapsed and filled in, because why would they have all this wood up here and this ladder just for this little bit of a stope? So there's this thing right down below me that I can't see. We're gonna have to take that out. Let's go do that. Here comes Julie, gravel skiing. Heels. Straight down with the heels.
Kind of like snow, but not.
Nothing to it for an old pro like you. Now we got to get down this next piece without killing ourselves. This is just above that main adit that is above these large waste rock piles. There's a footing down there, looks like for maybe a compressor or something, or a water pump. Looks like there's some water lines down there. There's a barrel over there where Julie's headed, and there's also some other kind of a steel framework of something. Let's go look at that. This is back up at the mountaintop where we were. Not much you can get into up there. Well, here's that framework. It looks like it was an outhouse. I thought it was metal, but it's wood. And there's the hole. There's an old filter of some sort. Here's the end of the waste pile. Different colors of waste rock here. It goes from light brown to darker brown to gray. And that's looking all the way back up on the mountainside. Oh, there's this other one, Julie. We never did get over to that red one up there. Looks like they had power out here. I see some power poles in the distance there coming along the side of the hill. Well, we made it back to the little T-dub thumper. Nobody stole it from us.